Is the hot girl privilege a real thing? Have we ever heard of this before? Does it exist, and will it ever change?
It definitely exists.
It definitely exists, and I don't think it's not just a hot girl privilege. I think attractive people are privileged.
But I think attractive women are definitely privileged because they get rich men to pay for a lot of things for them, as I experienced in Vegas over the weekend.
Oh. Vegas, baby.
And it was such a crazy thing to experience because I went out there for a bachelorette party, and I went with 7 girls, and the groom of the bachelorette also went with his buddies on the same exact weekend. So we all flew out together, separated. We both went our separate ways, and then we met back together to catch the flight home. And to hear their experiences of the same places that they went to versus our experiences were vastly different.
Wow. I'm sure you left feeling like you were a winner.
Oh my God, I still feel like I'm a winner.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy because we worked with these VIP club promoters, right? And the way these guys work is that they get attractive girls into the clubs of where they want to have other men, wealthy men, buy up tables, buy up bottle service. And so that's sort of the way it works. So before we could even meet up with these club promoters, we were getting ready and we had to take pictures in our outfits and send it to the promoter so we would be sort of accepted.
That is insane.
Which is nuts. But then you walk up and you see a line of people that it looks like it's about to take 2 hours to get into this club. We walk right up. They opened up the tape for us in several different areas that we got access to. And they set us up right beside the club or right beside the stage where Jamie Foxx was the MC for the night. Academy Award winner, musician, just a fantastic actor. And so they had this awesome DJ. And then they have Jamie Foxx as an MC. And we're set up right beside the stage with a free bottle of Belvedere vodka. And you get to drink on it for free all night because the idea is that once other guys know, wealthy guys know that you're going to, or that hot girls are at the table, then they're more likely to buy up that table and rent it with the idea that you guys are going to party with them.
And spend a bunch of money.
And we experienced it on 2 different occasions because not only
it happened.
Oh, yeah.
At that place,
absolutely.
but it was also at a big pool party that we went to at Marquee, which is at the Cosmopolitan. And you could literally see the different classes of people from the large pool, which is like just normal people just normal people got into. And then there's just regular chairs that are around the pool that you could rent, just, a chair at a time. And then there are beds with a little table and bottle service and things like that you could get. And that's what they brought us to. So they brought us to the areas where, like, you could lay out on the bed and you had a full table with food and drinks. And then above that is the cabana area where you have a private pool and several private pools with a private cabana. And the idea is that they get the hot girls at the mid-tier package in order to sell up the high tier and the lower tier packages. So it was just, it was a fantastic day. We didn't pay for a thing.
Just being used left and right.
Hey,
but were they using us or were we using them?
The thing is about Vegas is if honestly you don't get any free stuff, because, if you sit at a gambling table, you get drinks delivered to you. If you go into a club, obviously, hot girl privilege, it happens. But the thing is, I remember the first night I ever went to Vegas, I ended up rolling some dice, hot girl privilege, for some guy, and he ended up giving me like $400. I kid you not, I bought only alcohol, and that was gone in one night.
Wow.
It's expensive to drink in Vegas.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
But I feel like the hot girl privilege is not just in Vegas.
No. This is everywhere. This is in jobs. This is in life in general. There are people, and not just women. I would say it's more so in women, but with men too. They've done studies where if you are more attractive and you are interviewing for a job, you're more likely to get the job over someone that is less attractive.
It's sort of natural selection, right? Survival of the fittest. Like it happens in nature.
Yeah, it sucks because you obviously can't help how you look, so it's unfortunate, but it definitely is a thing.
We talk about stereotyping, and along with sometimes being attractive or maybe being on that side of the people stereotype and think maybe you're not as smart,
right?
Or maybe you got it just because of your looks and the hard work doesn't matter.
Well,
what's the two-sided sword
is that when we were at the pool party, we weren't the only girls that were invited to the specific area. There was, because our group were, they're like late 20s, early 30s group. And then there were a bunch of 21-year-olds, and we're like, oh, great, our bodies have to compete with the 21-year-olds. But the guys that we were hanging out with actually preferred conversation-wise to party with us because they could actually hold a conversation is what they said.
That's very interesting. All right, well, we'll move on from this because there's not much else to say.
No, there's really not. Go to Vegas if you're hot.
Do you know that this is
or drink a couple and you'll be hot anyway.